Yeah, we have a simple question based on the lease payments. Let's discuss that question. They are saying respond on the basis of Ind AS 116. Entity M and Lesser A entered into a 10-year lease of an office building for a fixed annual payment of rupees 2 lakhs. As per the terms of the lease agreement, annual fixed lease payments comprise of 1,70,000 for rent and 30,000 for real estate taxes. What are the fixed lease payments for the purpose of the lease? We know that fixed payments are going to be included in the lease. So we will be including the entire 2 lakhs of rupees that you are going to pay. We know that lease payments will include taxes which are non-refundable. You are paying real estate taxes which are non-refundable, and hence 1,70,000 plus 30,000, which is turning out to be 2 lakhs. I will include 2 lakhs of rupees in the lease payments. So they are clarifying that fixed payment include taxes. They use the word taxes, but actually you should say it will include non-refundable taxes, right? A tax like GST which is refundable, or a tax like GST for which credit will be available, you should exclude it. Company N leases a production line. The lease payments depends on the number of operating hours of the production line. That is, N has to pay rupees 1,000 per hour of use. The annual minimum payment is 10 lakhs. The expected usage per year is 1,500 hours. Okay. So you are going to use it for 1,500 hours. For every hour of use, you have to pay 1,000 rupees. So I multiply this by 1,000. So that is turning out to be 15 lakhs of rupees. Then they are saying that the annual minimum payment is 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs of rupees. This is minimum. That means it is fixed. So the extra is turning out to be 5 lakhs. I can say that this 5 lakhs is turning out to be variable. We know it very well that as per Ind AS 116, lease payments will include the fixed payments. So this 10 lakh is a fixed payment, it will be included. Additional 5 lakhs that you are paying is turning out to be variable. Variable payments are also included in the lease payments, provided the variable payment is varying on account of some index or on account of some interest rate. Here they are saying that it will be varying on the basis of your usage. If the variable payment is based on usage, then it is excluded from the lease payments. Fixed payment of rupees 10 lakhs is included. Additional 5 lakhs is variable. Payment is not dependent on an index or rate. It is excluded. An entity enters into a 10-year lease of property. The lease payment for the first year is 1,000. The lease payments are linked to consumer price index. To be very honest, there is nothing more to be read over here, but you can still read. I believe up to this itself, you have made up your mind that what will be included and what will not be. Then they say CPI at the beginning of the first year is so and so. Lease payments are updated at the end of every second year. And at the end of the year 1, this is the CPI. At the end of the year 2, this is the CPI. What should be included in the lease payments? Here, the lease payments are varying on the basis of a consumer price index. It is becoming variable, but any variable payments that are linked to an index or a rate are included in the lease payments. So fixed payment of rupees 1 lakh for the first year is included in the lease payment. Okay. And the variable payment depends on index. So it is also included in the lease payments. I believe there's a correction to be made here. They are saying lease payment for the first year is 1,000. So this should be 1,000. Right. since it was fluctuating on the basis of a consumer price index, anything that is varying on the basis of inflation, interest rates, we included. And finally, the last one, it says an entity, that's a lessee, enters into a lease and guarantees that the lessor will realize rupees 20,000 from selling the asset to another party at the end of the lease. At lease commencement, based on the lessee's estimate of the residual value of the underlying asset, the lessee determines that it expects that it will owe 8,000 rupees at the end of the lease. Whether the lessee should include the said payment of rupees 8,000 as a lease payment. Lease payments include guaranteed residual value. Okay, you are entering into a lease and you are guaranteeing that the lessor will get 20,000 rupees at the end of the lease tenure. Okay, and this 8,000 is payable on account of this guaranteed residual value of 20,000. Entire guaranteed residual value is going to be included in the lease payment. So naturally, this 8,000 will also get included. 8,000 is incurred as a lease payment because it is expected that it will owe the same to the lessor under the residual value guarantee.